Okay, I think I fixed it. So we are going to try again. Honestly, hopefully it was as simple as just turning it off and turning it back on again. So let's try this. That is not the sound I think it's supposed to make. Hold on. Okay, that was.
Listen, I'm not your girlfriend, and I'm not your
That's what
mother.
I get told a lot. No.
But you'd better finish that pickle, or else I'm stealing it.
Okay, that's nice. So who are you then? No way, the pickle is the best part. So who are you then?
Me? I'm a waitress, dummy. Waitresses have to be whatever people want them to be.
So you work here?
Yeah, but not today. Don't worry. Thursday's my day off.
No, sorry to drag you here on your day off.
That's okay. It's nice to sit on the other side of the counter for a change and see how the other half lives.
That's not.
This music, isn't it dreamy?
Yeah, it's perfect for this place.
Hmm. I can I can tell we have some things in common.
Such as.
We both have to live by our wits. Hitchhiking isn't an easy trade. Waiting tables isn't either. I'll
Um,
show you what I mean. Corned beef hash with 3 eggs over easy, whole wheat toast and hash browns. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, sausage, English muffin, and french fries with mayo instead of ketchup. 3 eggs over easy with well done bacon and a side salad, hold the toast, Greek omelet with well done hash browns and white toast, a short stack of blueberry pancakes, coffees all around, and 1 Diet Coke. So, how many orders of toast were there?
uh, it was about three, I believe.
Only if you count the English muffin as toast.
Oh,
Otherwise, it's 2.
my bad. Okay, I get it. You're good. Phew, hasn't been. Memory hasn't been my strongest suit lately.
Well, you must have been doing something right to have made it this far. I figure there's an art to hitching a ride. You have to be able to read people very quickly. Waiting tables is no different. You get to know what people want before they know what they want. It's a sixth sense.
What did you read from me?
When I picked you up, with you it was easy. Your mind is an open book. Seeing you wandering through that street in the suburbs, clutching that strange blue box like a talisman, I could see that you needed a good rest, a good meal, and a dose of friendly advice from someone who's looking out for you. It's good you managed to lose Hops back
Oh,
there.
I'll
Let me
turn you
guess,
back
did he
on
try to
district
make you
stream.
promise to meet him again?
Weird guy, that Hops.
He doesn't mean badly, Hops. He's just a bit stuck in the past. That's why he has all that junk in his car. Can't let go of anything, can't change. People like to solve problems with the tools they understand. Hops thinks all the useful tools are in the glove box of his own memory. That's why it's good you got clear of him. He's a
There's
bad
a lot of
influence for
things
someone
going
like
on
you.
in the background. How so? Okay. I like it here better anyway.
That's good. You
I
can't
wonder if
live in the
it's
past.
trying to distract me a
Well,
lot. Because, like,
judging by
you
the
see
faces in this place, you can't live in the present
a lot
either.
of shit going
Look at
on.
these blue screen zombies. Everyone glued to their phones. Depressing.
Maybe they're Googling pickles that don't taste like rubber.
Very funny. That sense of humor will serve you well when our new robot overlords take over. The living dead all around us. Not you two, though.
Who do?
You and your girlfriend. You were very much animated. Although, maybe not in a good way. That was some argument.
Everyone keeps saying that my character has an argument. How come everyone remembers us arguing?
Well, if it wasn't worth arguing over, it wouldn't mean anything, I guess.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You were right over there, sitting at the counter.
So what were we arguing about?
Well, I'm not one to eavesdrop. Something about text messages, being present. The usual suspects when it comes to couple arguing somewhere in public in the 21st century. I only caught the end of it. It was one of those things that suddenly boils over. One moment you were sitting there having your strawberry rhubarb pie and trying to figure out where the next gas station is. The next moment, when I came back with your check, there was this big scene with you storming out the door.
For someone. Me, where did I go?
Beats me. You didn't come back though. She hung around for another 20 minutes, mainly talking on her phone. Then she got her stuff and left.
Shot right in the
Seemed like
fucking
she was
forehead
making a
with this
plan
pimple.
to meet somebody.
What give you that impression?
Well, the way she was talking, it seemed very intent. And when I was wiping down the counter, I found this. Have a look. You might find it interesting.
The Laken tours and more. It's a wild ride. Craig Malcolm. Yes, gas. SH51 Thursday. Okay.
Weird, right? Gets weirder though. Check out the back.
Already did. Thanks, but I already saw it.
Seems like some kind of rendezvous. I mean, I figure that's not your card.
Well, what is Balkan Tours?
Beats me. I just work here. Sorry, Copernicus. I've helped you all I can this
That must
time.
really be my name. Can you take me to the gas station? How do you know my nickname? Oh, I guess it's my nickname.
Sure, I can drop you off there once we get out of here.
I figured it was my real name. Okay, bye.
Pass me the menu, will you? I want to see if they have the seasonal milkshakes in yet.
Don't you work here? Wouldn't you know?
Aw, look at that.
Badlands National Park. There's a national park across the street from us.
It's like a little map of your adventures. How convenient. Even your
Oh,
gas
shit.
station is there. Did you notice? It's a typical sign, you know,
Sign of what?
of a lucid dream. Random happenstance, strange coincidence. This might be a good time to test if you have superhuman strength or can fly or something. I
doubt
think
that.
I'll have peppermint mocha or vanilla caramel.
Hang on, you're saying this is all a dream?
Sure. I mean, come on. Raisin farmer? There's no such thing. Grapes have farmers. Raisins are dried grapes. End of story. Geez, where's the waitress anyway? I'd kill for a shake right now.
But why? Who cares if about a shake if none of this exists?
Well, things become real when we invest meaning in them. When we make them real.
Interesting theory.
It's not a theory. There's a poem about this. A guy is having an argument with his friend. He's freaking out because the meaning of every word, everything, every idea seems to be falling apart. After a while, I understood that talking this way, everything dissolves. Justice, pine, hair, woman,
There.
you,
Now I got it in the
and
right spot.
I.
Like saying same words over and over again.
Exactly. Booth, menu, you, I, mustard, mustard. It all starts to
Just
dissolve.
shoot mustard at me. Who's the author anyway?
It's my day off reading.
Robert Hass. He writes in many shapes, moods, even styles, yet everywhere and where one recognizes the reverts for the power of language. Words. I'm not reading all this. My apologies. If you want to read it, go ahead and read it, but I'm not reading all that. Was I supposed to see something specific? Okay, I guess I just activated it too early. So what happened to this guy?
Well, he remembers this lover he had, and that helps him get his head screwed on straight again.
She saved him? She saves him, I mean?
Well, in a sense. It's more that he thinks back to what it was like when they were together, and the different memories come together and leave him with a sense of specificity. That things are real and not just a big pile of words and concepts and stuff that fall apart the moment you try to squeeze them tight. He thinks back to when he was a boy and remembers this river where he would try to catch the little orange silverfish called pumpkin seed.
Pumpkin seed. I like that. I wish I had something solid to hold on to.
That's nice, right? Seed. It feels good to say. Pumpkin seed.
Don't
makes things
that
feel more real. Look at me.
Weird.
Don't forget me. See me for who I am. Okay. Pumpkin seed.
I don't think you have to worry about that. What makes you so concerned?
You wouldn't believe how much people project their weird bullshit on me. It's the curse of the diner waitress. Less a real person and more a blank screen.
Sorry, hold on. I need to turn this down a bit. So it's not matching the same octave there. Like, I guess the job comes with a certain stereotype attached.
I can't tell you how many swingin' dick Detective McGurks I've met in this place. Give me a coffee as black as a moonless night, darling. Shit like that.
But you do seem like a down-to-earth waitress type.
Are you sure about that? Or is that just what you want me to be? You don't seem to realize that you're the one pulling the strings in here.
Interesting theory.
Well, everyone has an agenda. People think they come to a diner for food, but they're really looking for something much more profound. They want something, and at the end, they settle up. You bring the bill, and they have the chance to make good again. Everybody wants to be forgiven. It's a simple transaction. You're no different.
Sounds like hard work.
Only when you're as good at it as I am. In this job, you work as a professional shapeshifter. After a while, you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror anymore. You start to realize that nobody is what they seem. Not you, especially not them. This whole modern problem of people not really being present, it's everywhere. And technology only makes it worse. Once the robot doubles started showing up, that was the tipping point.
The robot what?
Robot doubles. The first models were so expensive, only Silicon Valley types could afford them, like electric cars. But pretty soon it got to the point where basically anybody could afford a robot double of themselves. You could pick one up at Walmart, one aisle over from the toilet paper and the firearms.
Isn't there a movie
Even
built
the
off
company
of this?
that produces my cheap-ass
like
phone
Bruce
started
Willis.
them. They claimed they were on a mission to disrupt the human space. I hate that word, disrupt.
What can they do, these robot doubles?
Pretty much anything you want. But there's where you have to be careful. It acts like you, but it only performs at about 70% of your capabilities. It's you, after a bunch of drinks. So, if you're smart, you only trust it to do really simple things for you. Go to the post office, jury duty, fill in for you at your boring job. But people are lazy. They grow dependent on their robos, use them for all kinds of things they shouldn't, making complex calculations, blowing up boulders. People send their robos off to be with their wives, their families, while carrying on affairs. Check it out.
Oof.
Imagine you and I are in a relationship. Then you notice I'm acting a little slow. My eyes aren't focusing quite right. Like this. Look. See it?
Sure.
So now you realize that I've just stuck you with a pile of bolts for the evening.
But maybe I've also sent my robo to be with you.
Right, so here we are. Two dummies out on a date together. Would your robo be smart enough to know that I'd sent mine?
Would they tell each other?
Right. And would she then tell me, or would she keep me in the dark? All kinds of ethical issues, right? I don't know. I know you're trying to make your eyebrows move weirdly just to mess with me.
So what's your beef with the robo devils?
Did someone stand me up with a robo?
I
No,
know it said
not
robot, but
exactly. It's more about this thing that happened to me at work once.
what went
It
wrong?
happened in my
Hello,
former life
Rock.
as a flight attendant. Grab that thing and pull up a chair. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
You feel like a sack of bolts yourself doing these safety demonstrations. People are zoning out, staring at their phones like the blockheads in here, or else just leering at you like you're the first woman they've ever seen wearing a uniform. But you start getting good at spotting the doubles. They're often
Jesus.
the only ones paying attention, staring at you with those not quite human eyes of theirs.
It's kind of fucking creepy. Are they allowed to board the... Are they allowed to board planes by themselves?
Technically, no, they're not supposed to be there. But like I said, people bend the rules, and security rarely checks.
Sounds like a recipe for trouble.
They're fine on the runway, perfectly docile. But something goes wrong at
What the
altitude.
fuck?
Something about the navigation system. The FAA wanted to study it, but the study got shut down because you're not supposed to have them on aircrafts in the first place.
That's kind of creepy.
So yeah, I learned to spot them right away. It becomes a job requirement, a matter of survival. Here, try your luck. Have a look at the table. So, 1 mustard, fine. 3 mustards, not so fine. The one on the left is the real one. See if you can track it. Keep your eyes on the prize. 10 will get you 30. Uh-oh,
Check.
you just accused Mr. Corporate Entitlement of being a robot. Unfortunately, it's really him. That's going to cost you 1 complimentary business class upgrade. Want to play again?
No, that was way too fast.
So, where was I?
I
Pick that
usually
up
do good
again,
at
and
those,
I'll
but
show
they
you
don't
what
just
happened next.
immediately go so fucking quickly. I bet you guys didn't even see half of what I did. I was down here, but I probably just looked stupid. I'd rather play that thing that has the ABCs over there. What the hell
Pick
is
it
that
up,
thing?
will ya? The story's almost over.
What am I picking up? Oh, right.
One time, we were doing a flight into Galveston, and we had a sudden drop of cabin pressure about 100 miles from our destination.
Oh man, did the robos cause it?
No, but imagine this. Everyone's freaking out. I'm trying to help a girl with her arm in a cast to get her oxygen mask over her head. Suddenly, I'm aware of this Frankenstein monster lurching towards me. The robos, they're like an army of the undead.
Kind of what they look like.
I don't know if they were affected by the sudden change in cabin pressure or what, but they just lost their shit.
That's freaky.
People are screaming, and we're huddled together like a band of villagers with pitchforks to
Tell
fight
that
these
man,
things.
tell that
Throwing crap at them from the drink
lady,
cart, locking them in the
man,
toilets, and so on.
tell whatever that thing is to put his pants back on. I think it's supposed to be a dude with a ponytail.
Luckily, they started fritzing out on their own, like Hal in 2001 when his brain starts melting. Let me tell you, as soon as we got over water, adios! Out you go, robos! Threw him right out of the cabin doors.
How did you close the cabin and depressurize it as well, though? That's just it. Huh? You killed the robots? That part doesn't seem possible.
Throwing the robos off the plane? No, you're right. That didn't actually happen. You can't just open the hatch door like that. But it's a nice image, right? I like to think of it sometimes when I'm lying in bed trying to sleep.
You seem to really have them on the brain.
Maybe so. They're everywhere these days. I can see one in this diner right now, in fact. Can you find it?
Is it you? Is it this? Oh, wait. Am I stupid? Is it the one that looks
It's
like it's...
Elvis, dude. See that picture on the wall there? Trick question, I know. The original Robo.
I mean, yeah. Why can't I
That's right.
select it?
The King. Can you believe it? God, I miss the King. They say
That's
that
why
it
I
was
was
the
so
first
confused because
robot
I
double
looked at it for a
prototype
while.
ever made. He actually sent it off to act in some of those cheeseball movie roles he had. That's why they were so bad.
Pretty down to earth. You're Jesus Christ. You're pretty down on the robot doubles.
Am I? Says the guy who called his own girlfriend a robot. I seem to recall you standing right there, complaining it's like eating lunch with an automaton.
Fair point, I guess.
You really don't remember anything? What you were fighting about? What happened next?
No. Oh, not a clue, unfortunately.
Well, I've got a little game that might help you remember. It's kind of like a telephone seance. Ready?
Okay, I'll play.
Hello?
Hi.
Is that you?
Yes, who is this?
This is your girlfriend. Yes, it's me. I'm calling from beyond the grave.
Okay. Good to see you again.
So, who are you with right now? Am I interrupting you?
I'm with this waitress friend of mine.
Oh, a waitress. Is she pretty? Maybe I am interrupting something.
Actually, she looks a bit
See,
like
I
you.
told you this is a good game. Okay, so I'm your girlfriend. Somehow I'm not with you now, and you don't know why. Except I am with you right now. That pretty much sum it up?
Who did you go meet after you left this place?
No, this is my game. I get to ask the questions first. What's with this gas
Leave
station
the
you're trying
diner.
to get to? What are you hoping to find there?
I am starting to remember things now.
We need to get gas in a sec. Hey, stop it!
Kinda wish that you could, like, look somewhere and see the memory going on instead of just hearing it.
It's like we spend 1 year falling in love and the next 4 breaking up, right? What took so long? Were you just afraid of being alone? Or maybe you didn't want to be the guilty one, the one who blows things up and hurts me. Were you waiting for permission from me to end it? Waiting for me to give you...
The green light?
Exactly. Waiting for an excuse.
Not exactly. It was just
What?
I didn't want to
You
hurt
didn't
you.
want to break anything. You couldn't get over the idea that this great future we were supposed to have could just be wiped out. The beacon we'd always talked about, our light in the bottle,
Goddamn,
gone.
50 cents
You
for a
left it to
bacon
me.
and tomato.
Put it on me to do what needed doing. Well, I finally gave you the sign you were looking
30
for.
cents for
Right
damn near
over at that
everything
counter
else.
there.
That was wild. Who was that?
You guys need anything else, or you're okay for now?
We're fine, thanks. You do anything to make it different, right? To fix things.
Kara?
I can take you to
Kiara?
that gas station, and I can be her for you. Together, we'll open the box.
Will you be safe
You
then?
can make it happen. You can make it real. What do you say? Miss the old times?
So my eye keeps fucking
Let me
twitching.
be
Hold on.
her.
You can replace her. No, this isn't right.
Okay, your choice. Now it's your turn. You can ask me one question, whatever you want.
Who did you make plans to meet at the gas
The
station?
man on the phone.
The one from.
Yes, the one I was
doors.
texting when we were eating lunch. The man with many eyes.
So, Spider-Man? Many eyes.
Yes. He has 10 eyes, like this.
That was a joke, by the way. Well, like the human fly.
No. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet. Even
Don't
while
poke
he
your eye out every
sleeps,
time you
a few of them keep
walk.
watch, their eyes open. He also wears an orange vest.
Orange vest. I saw him in the back seat.
Find the man with many eyes, and his friend, the man with mirror eyes. They're the ones who did this to me.
What did they do? How do I find it?
Close your eyes.
Hey, where'd you go? It's like you went somewhere else there. Having some irresistible dream?
I said no to the dream.
Good for you. Reality is always the best policy. Speaking of reality, the check has arrived.
You get it. We need to go to the gas station right away. Let's pay and hit the road.
Works for me. What's the sudden rush?
I think my girlfriend is being held hostage there.
Are you sure? If you're lucky, maybe she hasn't even gotten to the gas station yet.
How do you figure?
Well, the card has Thursday 4 p.m. written on it, right?
No.
That was 2 days ago.
Okay.
And need I remind you that today is...
Your day off Thursday?
Yeah. If we leave now, we can beat her there by nearly an hour and find out who's waiting for her.
I wonder how we'll find him. What will we do when she
Well, that's
arrives?
easy. If I'm made up to look like her, he'll give himself away as soon as we arrive. I have a few wigs in the car.
Interesting.
Like I
plan.
told you, I'm an expert shapeshifter.
That's fucking weird.
Come on. Time to be forgiven. And time to hit the road. Time to pay the check so we can get out of here.
Pay. Damn, that's the weirdest check I've ever seen.
This thing about robots is
6-2.
chilling. It says that 60% of the workforce won't have a job in 20 years. Hey, can you put down your phone for 3 seconds? I'm trying to have a real human connection with you, and you're so tuned out. It's like I'm eating with a robot.
I'm sorry, I know. We need to get gas in a sec. You can tell me about it while we're in the car.
Would you put that thing away?
Hey, stop it! Come on, let go!
Who is that? Who are you writing to?
God, keep your voice down. Look, I've been driving for ages. I just need to space out a little.
A little? It's like you're a million miles away.
Can you just give me a break, please?
We were just taking a break, remember? Now we're back together, but I feel this is the last place in the world you want to be.
Well, that's what I'd call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Ain't love grand? Come on,
This
let's get out of
person
here.
has its problems, like everything else. But you figure them out. That's wild.
How do I look?
Just like her as far as I can
Good.
recall.
I'm a very apt pupil. A very apt pupil. Here, take my phone. Call for help
Why
the
did
moment
she say
something
that
looks fishy.
twice? What just happened with the world? I'm sorry? Am I listening to Sims rap?
Shoot.
Is this an actual? Huh. They told me that she
Right.
and I had... Yes. And that I stormed out and left the restaurant
I
first.
did, yes. Right,
God,
it was her.
when did I get the... Yes, she left the restaurant first.
Yes. And?
Why did you lie to me about that? Who really left first?
Listen, there's something at the end of this road that you don't want to find.
That's what everyone keeps telling me. I wish you people would stop doing that. People keep telling
If
me
you
this.
only wanted to find it, there wouldn't be all this conflict.
What conflict?
Drivers lying to you, drugging you with raisins, all the little glitches.
Knew he
things
was
that
drugging me.
Don't make sense. The static. It's hardly been a smooth ride, has it?
You made it sound like it's my fault.
I'm just saying, there are two sides to every story, right? The argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her. Something missing between the two of you.
What do you think was missing?
Have you stopped to think for a moment about why you keep finding these photographs? Why they are so important to you?
Didn't you say it's a dream? So aren't they actually memories? No, actually.
Your photos. They're a way of capturing reality, right? They're objective, but they're also you. They tell the story you want them to tell. That camera of yours, it's a weapon too. Take a photo of me, and in the photo, I'll never change. I'll never grow away from you.
Their only memory, their only memories I can trust right now. Maybe you're right. They're only memory.
So, what did you learn back there from your photo?
She was having an affair with the phone guy.
Oh?
I don't think that was what was going on, but we'll see. Yes, that much seems clear. I saw the phone number.
Oh. You have my phone. Why don't you call it then?
I can't see all the numbers. Two were missing. That's what I said. I don't.
And
How much you want to bet the last two numbers are 51?
and you think he's also this man with all the eyes?
Man with many eyes, yes.
Hey, you said he has 10 of them, right?
Yeah, so?
Have another look at that card. 10 little eyes. See him?
Yep.
Freaky, right?
I noticed it, but I did not compare the two. So, wow, you're sharp.
Well, Almost there now. Time to get in character.
Are you sure you're up for this?
Sure, I can't see a thing.
Get shot
What
at.
gives?
Turn around, we need to get out of here.
I can't. The car is jammed somehow. What the hell? Too funny.
We're getting kidnapped. Well, that was a fast ride number 3. So, Bahar, you kidnapped me, the fucker. Help. Oh yeah, call number. Oh no, they chopped off my thumb. I'm just kidding. It's
Yellow.
Vern.
Copernicus? Is that you?
Yes, help me out.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam. Swinging by your toes over a tiger cage?
I think I've been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. Then again, you do have a way of making enemies. Who'd you piss off this time?
Not sure, the man with many eyes, maybe?
I sincerely doubt that. The fact that I'm hearing your voice now suggests otherwise.
He's got her, though. Why does he have to get me anyway? He's got her, though. I need to rescue her.
Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper. Way too strong. You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him.
Oh, yeah, I'll just call it Voldemort next time. There's a spell? What spell?
Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus?
The locked one? Yes, in a mailbox.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I haven't found the key.
Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus. Inside, you'll find out who you really are.
Can we start by getting me out of this trunk?
Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on. See, cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of obvious.
Nope, there's no latch.
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them? It's a little gizmo with some wires. Oh.
Hold on, I gotta pause this really quick. Take this extra blanket off. My chair does not want to fucking go where I want it to. There. Now I actually have back support. Now I think it's folded too far forward, but who gives a shit?
Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with you.
Cable box hole.
Got them? What color are the lights?
Red.
We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward. Gotta run now. Good luck to you, kid.
So fucking helpful, isn't he? Oh, I see what's going on here. So, no pink on that one. And it can't be a circle. O2. Okay, so is it O to O? Got it. Positive, green, or blue. Minus, positive, positive. That makes a positive do a negative here. So we switch this. No, wait. Switch this one to that, and this one there. Oh, I'm stupid. Green, green, pink plus. Oh, yeah, there we go. This one here. This one here. Jeez. Now we're being abducted again. Are you my abductor? How did I wind up
ما
in your
أدري
trunk?
شو بدي تسوي بسيارتي، بس من خبرتي بهذا المكان راح تسح بعدين.
English?
إنجليش. آسف. ما أدري هاي مو صدق، بس أنا أشعر بيه. كاني متصدق حجة سعر. كل شيء هنا إلها دلالة رمزية، السترن، الجير ولا القرن على الدشبول. هسا حتى لو أحد إيدي من السترن، السيارة من كيف تمشي عدل، بس من أقوم
Pixelating.
أشوف إنه هذا جن هلم. هسا شنو اللي تغير؟ وإذا هاي كله إشارات، شنو معنى ماله؟ أدري هاي مو
Can't
صدق،
understand you.
بس أنا أشعر بيه. كاني متصدق حجة سعر. إيه معود على كيفك. أريد أوقف.
I'll just jump out.
Over the glowing asphalt, and I try to find an image of you. And the sweet fireflies, they dance in the night. They are stumbling on my derecho.
I think it was nice. On. Let's
go. And the tyrants race over the glowing asphalt, and I try to find an image of you. And the sweet fireflies, they dance in the night. They are stumbling on my way back to you.
You speak English now?
English? No, sorry. I could, of course, back in the real world, but it doesn't seem to have come with me into this place.
But we're speaking English
to me,
now.
This sounds like Arabic. I guess it depends on one's perspective. Anyway, as long as you're not going to start shouting at me again, it's an improvement.
Did you kidnap me?
Kidnap you? I don't think my singing is that bad.
How did I wind up in the trunk?
How would I know? It's not even my car.
Why are you driving it then?
No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night. And the trunk, that's my dream too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep.
So, if you didn't kidnap me, how did I get there?
Why should I know? What makes you think you can turn up out of thin air and interrogate me? Who are you anyway?
What are you hiding from me?
Now I know you must be an English speaker. The only people in the world convinced that every story revolves around them. Who are you anyway?
Well, fuck you. And I'll translate that to multiple different languages if you want me to. What is your name anyway?
I'm not sure actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir.
I'm called Copernicus.
Copernicus, huh? Suddenly, this doesn't seem so arbitrary.
What makes you say that?
Never heard of Ibn al-Shatir? A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools.
This
One
is
of
true.
the forefathers of astronomy. In many ways a predecessor to...
Copernicus.
Yes, that's right.
Funny that my name... Wow. Funny that my name in here. Jesus, I just went to a caveman. Funny that's my name in here anyway.
Copernicus, Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolved around the earth. Two dreamers who had the conviction that their unique consciousness
Wasn't
is
someone
not the
killed
only
for
thing
their
in the
belief in
center
that,
of
and
the
then like
universe.
it was found out to be true?
Maybe you're not
So he
just part
died
of
for
my
his belief.
story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
I find this hard to wrap my head around.
Takes a leap of faith, I know, to admit that we both exist.
Well, I hope we're not dead. I'm not going to do the scenic breaks. These are nice little areas, but do you know the man with many
Man
eyes?
with many eyes. No, I've run across many strange things recently, but not that.
So who are you running from
From
then?
wars, from bombings, from the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news,
sorry.
you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me.
How did you wind up in this place? What kind of gangsters?
The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law because he worked as a translator for the US military.
Oh,
Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice.
did they find your brother-in-law?
Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few
So
years
that's
passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later,
I'm
when
surprised
I
that
woke up in the
everybody's.
Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off
I
there
thought my thing
and
stopped
told
working.
the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident.
So what? So was that moment you're decide? So was that the moment you decided to leave? Wonder why the mirrors have.
Yes. After that, I couldn't stay.
Tell me about your escape.
The women in my family, my mother, my sisters, they were the only ones who knew.
How did you flee?
I got on a plane to Istanbul, where my cousin lived. He took me to Izmir, where the smugglers are. They're easy to find. I bought a space on a vessel, headed to Mytilene, Greece.
Getting a lot
The
more
closest
stormy
harbor in
as you
Europe.
talk more. It's kind of freaky. What kind of vessel was it? Were you worried about getting ripped off?
No. They had a system that you would pay your money to a broker, and he'd give you a token. Once you go to the other side, you show the token. Only then does the broker pay the smuggler. We couldn't leave for 5 days. Too many Greek army ships in the sea. Every morning, getting up at 3:30 to make a go of it. By the 5th day, I was so tired of waiting that I wasn't even scared to get on board any longer. Finally, impatience had overtaken fear.
Tell me what happened next.
We did not make it to Europe. A boat pulls up next to us. People are trying to understand what's going on, but the men on the ship only speak Greek. At first, people are worried that it's pirates. They take everything from the passengers. Sometimes take the passengers themselves. Sometimes just ram the boat and laugh as it sinks. But no, these are police, it turns out. They take us back to Turkey, where I'm waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Of course, I did not remember all this in my dreams at first. These were things I remembered from clues I found along the highway.
Sounds familiar.
I've dreamed this highway, this car before, many times.
Why do you dream of an American highway?
It's a good question. I had an uncle once who left Iraq many years ago to study engineering
Oh, sorry.
at the University of Bowling Green. I guess this made an impression on me. Who knows why we dream the things we dream? What is your dream about?
I'm not sure. Maybe just relationship throughout.
A breakup?
Probably. I almost
That's it?
rolled the R. Or maybe a kidnapping. Maybe worse.
Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped? Who's this person that's been taken away from you?
My girlfriend.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway.
Yes, there's a photo in my backpack.
I know her. The same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her at the gas station a few miles back.
That's not her. That's a decoy.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here?
It was supposed to be a trap. It backfired.
I'd say, you're lucky nobody got hurt.
I know, but this whole thing was her idea, so she's not in danger.
Yes, that's right. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by two men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat.
What? What did they look like?
One man was wearing an orange vest. He seemed to be in charge. Another, shorter guy next to him. Mean looking, like a shrew.
Orange vest, so it was all a trap.
A trap? So, they were looking for you?
I think so.
Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck.
Yeah, it does. The main guy, did you happen to notice if he had a bracelet with circles around his arm?
No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy with 8 fingers. They were going to find him.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Well, I have an extra finger. Wait, 1, 2, 3, I can't count unless my pinky is cut off, in which case I was right. 8 fingers.
Something like that. 8 fingers. 8 digits, maybe.
8 digits. It's me. I have his phone number.
Uh-huh. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you, would you?
No. Yes.
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't
Damn.
want the box open.
I thought something was about to just bash through the windshield. Did you see which direction they were headed in?
No, I didn't get a look. Say, have you noticed how many tumbleweeds there are suddenly?
Yes. What do you make of it?
I don't know, but the weather also seems to be turning suddenly. Turn on the radio and see if you can find a weather report. My God! Get that thing off the window! Get it off! Get it off! It seems to be changing the weather conditions.
Dr. Zest presents Interstate Riddle Hour. Dr. Zest, the Central Valley's favorite raisin cola, welcomes you to a daily hour of suspense and mystery.
That's fucking creepy.
Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy 72 degrees, with mild breezes throughout the day. Although there is only a 10% chance of rain, this good weather can't last forever. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather.
Suddenly, it's sunny. It's not working. They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
It's clean and right among the other 50 or so which are parked here at the city's main terminal, which is more like an auto graveyard. 20 meters away, there's an old reptilian bus, shedding a green skin, rusty scales, all melanoma underneath. It's billowing clouds of black smoke, a choking death rattle, and amongst the crowd milling at the door, a girl with long red hair turns towards me and maybe smiles before stepping on board. I follow the other passengers, 40 slob-and old crumb. There's a sleazy 24-hour bar next door and the barman catches it.
Like a
Level
bird.
3 thunder.
It looks like tornado conditions now. Look, the tornado. It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds off the car, but it's not strong enough.
Warning, tornado 40 feet from car. Warning, tornado 60 feet from car. Tornado.
It worked. Oh, good riddance.
That was probably the freakiest puzzle I've ever done in my life.
Look, that was very strange, even for this place.
Yes, I agree.
And the eyes on those things. It seemed they were spying, searching for something. Did you notice? What do you know about these guys? The ones who are after you?
The leader has lots of eyes, like 10. I have their business card.
Let's see.
Sure, it's in my backpack.
Balkan tours.
You know them?
Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But that's another story. He had come across this Balkan tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to have them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too. There were strange stories.
What kind of stories?
I only heard bits and pieces. Nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their minds and never coming back.
Sounds horrible.
Yes. People who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about it. Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rooms full of ice.
I need to do something to help her.
Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the tumbleweeds were on their payroll. Make no mistake, these guys are dangerous.
What's the worst that can happen to me if it... Okay, what do you suggest I do then?
Honestly, I have no idea. But tangling with Balkan tools right now would be suicide. I mean, it's what they want, isn't it?
Yeah, they want to trap me and get the box.
Right. Where did you get the box?
My girlfriend gave it to me.
They must be worried about what's inside. Worried it will expose them, all the things they have done, to her and to all the other people they've hurt.
So what's the plan? Where are we going?
I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile.
I won't lie, this game makes me think that like there's supposed to be a lot more horror elements going on, but it's just eerie. I haven't really had anything that scares you. It just kind of like makes you feel iffy the entire trip, you know? Where are we going exactly?
My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle? She was the only young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would ask me that when I was putting her to bed.
What did you tell her?
The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story. There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there and look out at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child, I was told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home where the sky was farther from the earth, where the pandanus tree can grow high enough to be woven. So they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break.
What is that?
But the Fijians adjusted. They built their entire civilization out
I'm
of
not even
rubber.
gonna say what I thought that looked like.
Rubber houses with rubber beds that would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed.
You have stopped. You have started.
But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil, the kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia, who finds the source of all the earthquakes.
What happens in the fairy tale version?
So Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break. Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Gonothi Seauton.
I'll have to remember that because I bet that's our spell. What does she say?
Gonothi Seauton. It's actually Greek. Rolls right off the tongue, no? Okay, that was interesting. Can you say that again? All the mirror eyes closed.
Oh. This is the spell Vern said I needed.
Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it. On it now.
Oh. Aha. 74.
Do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call.
The Balkan doors. Balkan.
Right. Ready to put your spell to use?
Sure. Yes, I am ready.
Good. Do you have a phone?
Yes, but it's not mine. It belonged to the waitress.
Even better. So, here's the plan. You
Yeah,
call them
even
and
better.
tell
They'll
them
just go
to
kill her
sign
instead.
up for a tour.
That's what that seemed like he said, or was gonna mean. Okay, got it.
Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger, but don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
Someone I know is in danger is a trap, and I need to get out of there.
Dial
Got
the
it.
number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is this Balkan tours?
yeah. What can I help you with?
I'd like to take a tour of the Badlands.
That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'll pick you up in an hour.
How about I come to you instead?
You don't have a car, do you?
How did you know that?
Just guess from your voice. So, see you in an hour.
Where do we meet exactly?
Don't worry about that. I'll be waiting for you once you land.
Going to be an interesting final one, isn't it?
So, it worked then?
Hey, what happened to you?
Isn't that how these things normally work in the stories of this country?
What do you mean?
Other characters shows up, imparts some hard-earned wisdom, then conveniently fades away.
Don't fade away. Actually, I'd be saying don't fade away. You're driving the fucking car. Well, thanks for your help.
Thanks. I think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the cars of enemies. I've left something for you.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
How nice of this man to still be driving the car. Upon his disappearance. Jack Pinkham. What a name.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while. It took me all morning just to figure out where to buy stamps here. So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised. Last week, I was at yet another barbecue. People here really enjoy their pork chops, let me tell you. There was this old-timer there, the host's father. He was talking about inflation during the war years. He ran upstairs to get something he was excited to show me. He comes back down with a 50 billion dinar bill. He starts talking about, at the time they printed it, inflation was so bad that in the morning it could buy one sandwich. By lunchtime, it could buy half a sandwich. It's a beautiful piece of printing, don't you think? All these O's lined up next to each other. Anyway, keep it tucked away for safekeeping. The big piece of news on my end is that yesterday, I finally tackled my fear of heights. Your humble correspondent from the Balkans went hang gliding. Yes, me. Hard to believe, I know. I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it, facing my fears and all that. But then the tour guide takes me to the hill where they do the hang gliding, and they're talking about the most crazy thing that happened the week before. You're not going to believe this. It's a tandem dive, so they have you strapped in with an instructor, right? Well, last week they strapped someone in, but the instructor forgot to strap himself in securely. They go running off the cliff and the instructor tumbles down the hill. The instructor was okay, just some bruises. But now the other person is stuck up in the air with no idea how to fly the thing. Everyone on the ground is freaking out, yelling instructions up in the air about what to do. The girl said later that once she got over the initial terror, it was like she'd been flying a hang glider all her life. It must have been exhilarating, conquering that first wave of fear. And once you're up there, it is amazing. The best thing is that you look down and there are these tiny white cotton ball things on the ground, and then you realize they're sheep. It's not so hard to steer either once you get the hang of it. Today, when I was looking for stamps, I bought one of those inspirational refrigerator magnets in a tourist shop. It says, "Do one thing every day that scares you." I know you think this kind of thing is cheesy, but I actually think it's profound.
Collecting memory objects. Come here.
I hope we can do stuff like this on our road trip together. Can we? Sometimes I hate how we live in Seattle, just sitting around in our own heads all the time. I feel like it's the reason we've been arguing more lately before I left.
Greetings from Seattle.
If you don't shake the fear out of your system on a regular basis, it curdles up into anger. I don't want to be angry.
Is that a milk?
Time for your idealistic correspondent to sign off.
What was the purpose of
I'm
that?
so used to writing emails that it hurts my hand to write a real letter now. How sad is
I
that?
don't know how
But
to
I
feel on
promise
that.
to write more often.
Oh, I cannot see this one very well.
And what about you? I don't expect a real letter, but an email would be great. How is everything going? How did it go with that California assignment? The thing about grape farmers? That was this week, right? I miss you. I feel a little nervous about coming back home to you, but a little nervousness is nothing to worry about. That's what I've learned here. Fear is the mind killer. Love you.
I've never heard of a person that writes that they're nervous to see their girlfriend. Usually people say
Jeez, there you are.
or girlfriend.
Nice of you to
Either one.
grace us with your presence. I've been looking all over for you.
Hell's in your
You
ear.
were supposed to be waiting by the post office, remember?
I got caught up in something, sorry.
Look, we've all got a lot on our minds since the accident. I don't have time to drive all over Mankato looking for you. Barely gotten any sleep since it happened.
We're still on time for the tour, right?
The tour? Visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her.
And Craig, he'll be there.
Craig? Sure, it's only because of him that I'm picking you up. Honestly, some of us weren't so happy about the idea of having you around in the hospital. But he made a good
Goddamn,
case
that's
for
a
you.
fast-ass way to
An
turn,
altruistic
dude.
way of his. Said, we're not here to pass judgment.
Look. Where are we headed exactly? Oh,
What?
who did this?
Hang on.
What the hell?
Shut up. This isn't just any kind of phone call. Yes. No. I know. No, he turned up eventually. Yeah, he's sitting right here. Do you want to talk to him? Should I put him on live with you? No, I didn't think so. Yes. Okay, I'll wait then.
What was that?
What?
The hell?
It's called a headset. It's a good way to not wreck your car while you're using a phone.
Oh yeah,
Something I would
totally.
think you'd
By
be
not
very
putting
invested
your
in at this
fucking
point.
thing over your eyes, you dipshit.
Look, it was an accident, I know.
Fucking play
Sorry,
VR while you're in
but
the
you
fucking
just don't
car
pull a
seat.
phone out of someone's hand while they're behind the wheel. You should have known better.
You don't pull a phone out of someone's hand while they're behind the wheel. Why are they on their phone behind the wheel?
This is Skycam from KTOE, reporting to
Is
you
this
from
guy
Mankato.
stupid?
For those of you heading south on I-169 on your commute, Copernicus! Expect some delays around the Route
Darling?
14 junction.
What?
Road crews are making
Don't say anything. He can't hear me. Only you can.
over to the right around
Listen,
60.
don't say a word. Do you have that locked box? If you do, roll down the window as a sign.
Reach the exit at 13 south.
Hey, do you
A
mind?
minor fender
I'm
bender,
trying to listen to
perhaps
this.
resulting from the poor visibility out there.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay. You can close it now. No point in making him angry over nothing. Okay, good. You can't let these guys get a hold of that box. He may even have the key on him, this guy. They're taking you to her, but you have to be careful. You need to figure
That's
out
enough
how
info
much
for
they
me.
know.
Caution should be taken if you are traveling around that area. This is Skycam from KTOE, reporting to you from Mankato. For those of you
That
heading
was
south on
strange.
I-169 on your commute
Look,
home
where are
from
we
work,
going?
expect
To the
some
hospital.
delays around the Route
Is this
14
funny to you?
junction.
Because it's
Road
not to
crews are
me.
making repairs on the left.
What about Vulcan tours?
Do you really want to go there? You really want to talk about this? Now? Of all moments? Fine. Listen, I know that she wasn't honest with you, that she couldn't bring herself to be straightforward about her feelings. I know it hurts you, man, but you two'd been growing apart for a while. In the end, she just wanted to be with someone more dedicated. That's the direction she was growing in. It didn't happen overnight, But the trip to Europe and meeting Craig, yeah, that was a big part of it.
Who was the one who hurt her, not me?
Oh, is that what you tell yourself? That all this is somehow his fault? Fine, whatever. Yes, we're all working against you.
Technically,
Are you satisfied now?
In my eyes,
because this is hardly the
way
time
that this
to bring
goes,
your hurt
it's
feeling
not
out onto the
anyone's
stage.
fault here, except for the fact
Can I
that the
tell you
lady
something?
can't fucking.
You're a great photographer,
tell
and
him
nobody
she was
doubts
done.
that, man. But at some point, if people keep screwing you over, keep betraying you, at a certain point, if everywhere you go, people keep being assholes to you, well, guess what? Maybe you're the asshole.
That is a thing I use a lot. Mind if I tune
the radio?
Turn on the radio.
Sure, go ahead.
Copernicus, there's no time to lose. You have to act quickly now, before he puts that helmet on again. Use this bell. Stop him.
What are you out to give me? That.
What? Yeah, know thyself. That's what I'm talking about. Gnathi Seaton, Greek for know thyself. That's a good start. I know you've had a rough 24 hours, but we all have. I mean, she's my sister after all.
He's lying.
Sister?
Hang on again, I gotta get this. Yeah, I'm here. We'll be there in just a few minutes. Yeah, he tried it just like we expected. No, I'm fine. Yeah, I agree. It's time to call his bluff.
Step on the brake. Stop him. Do it. Step on the brake.
Bitch.
Ah, what are you doing? Let go.
Now jump his ass. Use the VR headset as a weapon. Hit his head a few times just to be sure. I'm not seeing any blood. Oh, hey, look, a wallet. Oh, you did? I don't trust you. What the fuck is this?
Visiting hours are until 7, so yes, you'll get a chance to see her.
She thinks you've caused some kind of accident.
That was some argument.
You two came by my house, yes? See, that's my silo. There in the background.
Silo. Open. Open. Okay, we're gonna have to start from over here.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. Here's a security deposit. Here's a security deposit.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. Here's a security deposit.
So maybe that?
Here's a security deposit.
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to reference. Everything else has made sense.
So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
Okay, that's that.
I wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it.
That seems right.
So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
This. Okay. stop
I'm going
sign.
away for 2 months. I'll be back
You're
before
going
you know
away
it.
for 2 months. So maybe a plane.
Here's a security deposit.
Security deposit.
It's great, right?
Okay.
I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside. So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
Maybe trip, and
I
then
wasn't gonna do it, but this tour guide guy I met talked me into it. So, I'm sending you something from my trip, like I promised.
send me something from trip.
It's a beautiful piece of printing, don't you think? All these O's lined up next to each other.
No, I think everything else is ready.
The argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her.
Find the man with many eyes. They're the ones who did this to you.
And two.
He has 10 eyes. He wears them
Those are
around
eight.
his wrist, like a bracelet.
Open the box. Where'd he go? Where did I go? So nice. I killed a dude in the dreams, and then I got money of no monetary value. Oh, is this a I'm the bad guy kind of story?
Help me! Save me from this man!
Yeah, okay.
Help me! Save me from this man!
Oh, please, I think you flew into the bottle on purpose. What are you, the public defender to all things living?
Fireflies can't talk. Someone has to speak up for him. If the 6 tiny mittens don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, I'll set it free in a minute. I just think this light is incredible.
Let's keep him as our pet.
Now is being cruel. I think I'll always remember this.
This is one of those nights, right?
One of what nights?
We'll always have this. If you ever get to a point where you feel like you've lost me, all you have to do is find your way back to here and sit down beside me.
I hope the grass isn't so wet next time.
I'm serious. Write a note to your future self and put it in this bottle. If there's ever a point where things have gotten totally screwed up between us, that moment isn't real. This one is. All you have to do is find your way back to me.
What if I can't find the way?
That's why I've made you this beacon. A bottle with a green light to show you the way. Sense of direction isn't exactly your strong suit, Copernicus. Let's make a pact. With this honorable firefly as witness. I promise my screwed up future self won't mess this up for us.
I don't know. My future self can be a real jerk.
Mine too. We're going to make mistakes. Hurt each other. Everyone does it. So, time traveler, what news? What wisdom do you bring from the future?
That it's never too late. That any mistake can be fixed.
Good, if that's what you believe.
Interesting. I'm a little confused. Wait, is this hello? Is the game over? feel like that didn't answer any of my questions. So I'm constantly living in a dream now of the last happy moment I had with someone who had an affair on my guy? Is that what I was supposed to take from that? I'm very confused. But I will say the game was fun. It was interesting. And it's a short little cutesy game. And I also got another platinum achievement, which is another thing I enjoy. So yeah. Well, I guess I'll probably end this stream early because I really didn't have a backup game for the rest of today. But yeah, very very interesting game, I will say. Um and it was fun. It was entertaining. So now I will try to find something for the rest of the week, whether it's another story game or just a few multiplayer slash MMO slash whatever the fuck I just feel like playing that day style game. We'll play that one. So I wouldn't expect a story game tomorrow, but maybe the day after that. Actually, wait, what is today? Oh, it's the 15th. Tomorrow. Thank you for that follow. By the way, I don't know why TikTok did not tell me that you had followed me 20 minutes ago. See, that's just my thing. TikTok does not inform me shit. It freezes a lot. It doesn't tell me when people show up. And if you are messaging on TikTok, I probably didn't see it. So I apologize. If you want it to work properly, because I have it set up properly over on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. I would love that so much. All you do have to do is just pop the follow. I'll read that off, and then you can go back to watching it on TikTok if you really don't want to do Twitch. But at least then I actually know who's following and all that, because I don't know what's been going on with the Twitch chats. They just aren't always working. The feed isn't working. Like, it's been stuck for a while now. So, like I said, if anyone has been sending gifts or anything and I haven't been reading them off, I apologize, but I'm not seeing it. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to end this one here. I will see everyone tomorrow around the same time. We started today's stream a little early, so I guess ending it a little early doesn't hurt. But, yep, plan is 9 to 11:30. But, alrighty then. See you, everyone.